His name is Carl. The first one on the map is named Carl. If you find the second one, his name is Gary.
Okay. Which one is Vinny?
Vinny plays Carl.
Oh, Vinny plays Carl. My bad.
Vinny plays Carl, and I play Vinny. It's very Inception-y. There's layers here. It's the deepest lore.
The deepest lore.
Rocky Rex, Grenader Jake, flying in. I've known these guys for a super long time. Every time you host Rocky's stream, if you bring enough people in, he does this weird rave thing. He's a super strange guy. Yeah, there's a lot of flashing lights and colors. He actually warns his chat if you have issues with epilepsy. What a nice guy. Warns them ahead of time that there's a lot of flashing lights and to look away. Here's absolutely ridiculous.
Here's a Zeke fact. I actually like his background a lot because I personally love all things space.
He plays from space.
What?
Yeah, he actually plays from space.
I'm gonna hit this guy up. We're gonna play
from Earth. He's super funny too.
It looks like
NICKMERCS. You can tell it's an interesting scale. There's an on-screen judgment for how serious he's taking the game, and it's the more that he leans in, the less of his face you see, the more intently he's playing. You see he's only about 75% of the way leaned in right now. He could be leaning a little bit more. Nick, get on it, okay?
I'm actually curious. Let's listen in. Oh, that was CDN. Let's listen in.
Got above?
There's a guy above?
No, that's it. I just need to heal.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Right back at you, boys. Right back at you. Got rocket launchers?
I've got
Nick,
clingers.
That's a grenade launcher.
Or grenade launcher, sorry.
Oh!
Almost like clockwork. He can...
Let's try to get this split.
Okay.
Get some of those
he heard
shields,
you. He said,
maybe?
my bad, Lupo.
You don't have any
my
heals,
bad.
right?
I have nothing, homie. Nothing.
Yeah, we need to get you some heals.
And, some top tier comms from these guys. Just talking about what they've got going on. Swapping weapons around. Good luck, Nick, in
Do you need an SMG?
Mercs Manor, we'll call it.
Mercs Manor.
Mercs Manor. That tower, Mercs Manor. Shout out to Twitter and whoever tagged me and said that during the break because I laughed. I actually laughed out loud. And a true LOL. I didn't lie about it.
It
wasn't like a, you type LOL sometimes, you're like,
we should go
it's not really like a, ha.
Yeah.
There was a...
That's why you laughed out loud. I see.
Yeah.
I was concerned, but I get it.
These guys are looking down on a greasy Punisher and Gubba.
Are they fighting?
And trying to discuss where necessarily to go. They see the fighting, the west side. There's a third-party situation. They're going to fly in on top, especially because that's a drop-down. So the top-down advantage is just given basically for free. Gets Cody, goes for Immortal as well, gets both. Excellent push from Gubba and Punisher, taking advantage of a. These guys are all mixing up right now, and we're here too. We need to be. We need your attention. Ninja and Cloak pushing on the outside, gets Sony Trust down, which means Manuel Ferreira is somewhere out here. Ninja's just trying to mix it up, looking for
He's getting in the
teammate.
ATK.
Getting an ATK. Sounds like Manuel Ferreira's going to try and drive away.
4 times in the ATK.
Oh. Yep, he's rolling away. Sony Trust, see you, bud. It was fun, but I gotta go.
This is exactly the play, right? When in doubt, you just get in an ATK and drive away.
I kind of don't blame him for abandoning his teammate because when you're up against Cloak and Ninja, you might as well throw your computer out the window. Lucky for me, I'm in the basement, so that means I would just put it out in my front yard.
Oh, wow, look, he finds Parallax, but goes down instead.
That's a big team.
But luckily,
establishing both. They got both eliminations. Yep, they're still getting pushed from a third party. Destroyer's got to get the revive on Symfuhny.
But where is that third party coming from? Look, so this is the third party here. It's Tim and Reaver.
Tim the Tap.
Wait, so there's 4 teams?
There's probably 12 teams. Tim gets knocked down. Tim and screaming. I've never heard him yell before.
What?
Right. Excellent shot there. Surthy gets knocked down. Reaver going for the thirst there. That means his teammate right there pushing up. Tomato. Crafty with the skin swap to disorient his opponents.
You can see Crafty laughing. So that's what Tim yelled was, Crafty is a tomato.
Also, tomato and tomato violence. Brother, I thought you weren't supposed to shoot at me. A really good push, too, from Crafty. Those opportunities, you know because of the communication that your teammate has done damage to what's left of the opponent. So you kind of have to judge your HP and shield against their HP and shield. And Crafty said, I can win this thing. I'm going to hold forward. My head is a tomato. I will win. We have KP and Monster Face. They got eliminated last round by Dingle Derper. Not this time. KP says, this is my elimination, Rift King. Thank you for your loot.
Finds an elimination. So now here's the thing. Where is Rift King's teammate?
Good question.
Because Monster's here as well, but you don't really hear any shots.
Maybe they did a super risky split drop.
Ooh, we have seen people do that.
No one will have done that this time. A very, very dangerous, bad decision to make, especially if there's no carryover for elimination points. It's all about game to game. See him taking shots. This might be the teammate. Looking back over, Rift King's teammate could potentially be up on this hill if that's who they're pushing up on. They're moving a little bit outside the zone, but honestly, I mean, 2 minutes, they have tons of time. Can't see based on the minimap just how far away they are, and there you go. Nathaniel, I believe that is Rift King's teammate going down.
Yep.
2 eliminations for that team.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Junction.
I did not know Vivid likes to hang out near Junction.
There's a lot of old cars here, and they're all smushed. They look like pancakes. And I love pancakes. Zeke, I could go for some pancakes right now. Do you have any pancakes, Zeke?
How did you know?
Get me some pancakes.
Dang it. Now I have to share the pancakes.
Share the pancakes. Looks like Vivid. Really, really accurate tap fire there as he's rotating away. The purple AR, super accurate, even at moderate range. Using C4 to just kind of smash out the little 1x1s to build up shield damage. Full Nelson trying to put down the launch pad.
Got him.
Oh!
That's P90 Princess going down. Loot heading their way, so Vivid has 2 eliminations under his belt.
One of the most depressing moments in the game is when you think to yourself, if I put this launch pad down and jump on it, I will live. And then you hit your shins on it, you stub your toe, and you get eliminated. It's very sad.
Speaking of eliminated, Pokimane is down. Myth is by himself right now.
Trying to swap between weapons there. Does not have any ammunition. That gray SMG. He's got a green AR, 78 rounds. Oh! And the pump action.
Wow, I was actually, it's cool that he didn't go for the elimination, because a lot of players would say, look, I just need this point. Myth says, I don't need that elimination. Let me eliminate his teammate, and I get 2.
Why go for 1 when you can get 2?
That's right.
Doubling up. A really,
2
really
is
good,
more than 1, Lupo.
It is. Hold on. Yeah, I'm checking, and we're coming back. The lab is saying that, yes, 2 is, in fact,
more than 1.
More than 1.
I went to college.
It took a long time to get that answer. I feel like someone in the lab might be asleep. Kitty plays a Creo here, a dusty, what's left of the depot above the divot, or if it's the fancy divot, we pronounce it DeVoe. The T is silent, DeVoe.
Oh, it was
Space Lion.
Now that's weird. You typically don't see Space Lion gargoyling.
Banks is going to yell at you for that. He knows that you know better than that. Banks, don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Oh, they're running around.
Shout out to Face. Seeing if Space Line's teammate wants some grenades as well. She has a handful of them, and she's handing them out one at a time. Kitty getting super aggressive. This is pretty standard for her when she plays too. She is typically an in-your-face kind of player. She's really, really good up close. Her shotgun play is always top tier. She can snipe too. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some crazy shots from her, but I'm looking forward to her dropping in there and mixing it up. I would just want her to plumb it in and say, I'm here. I have 1 grenade left, but I don't need it because I have a pump action.
I couldn't agree with you more. We've seen her play throughout the last few weeks, and you hit the nail on the head, right? She's an aggressive player, and often I think she catches players off guard with how aggressive she is. Like, who would just jump down and say, hey, look, you know what? You saw the player was looking up. They're not expecting someone to jump down. Kitty's like, hey, I'm right here. Hey, how you going?
And she actually, you see, before we cut to the 6 here, she was scoping in on somebody. There might be somebody outside in the storm. We'll have to see here, but back down in Greasy. Top tier action, and that's not a joke. There's actually there's somebody, Hysteria and Fear itself are trying to scope out the senior. There's shots coming out from the doghouse. They have somebody right in front of you, like 75 right there. He's actually going to peek over the top. He's got a bolt action. Hysteria, an excellent player, super accurate. Gets Melberger the knockdown, those grenades, and he's trying to go for the flank here. This will be a tough angle to beat.
Jay Cyrus.
Jay Cyrus goes down. He does get the knock on Fear, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, can't secure the elimination, so no points heading their way.
Ninja and Cloak out here. He's C4ing out the structure, going for the shots, gets a pump action tag on him. He's building up. The drop back down. He's got a chug jug, but now is not the time to use that. This is gonna be a rough 15 seconds for Cloak. No pressure, Cloak, but don't get eliminated.
Here's the thing too, is a storm comes in 8 seconds. So he's literally racing for the chug, but then they're gonna take storm damage anyway.
He's got this, though.
He's got it. Okay. Hefe, we believe.
He's in storm. What do you want to
Headed straight down. Finds the limit. Okay, so wait,
Nice.
that was just a down.
Under your
Sticky up guard.
So there's
Teammate's still over there, right there in front of him. Ninja's gonna push up, get a little more aggressive. He's just gonna use the drum gun, swap to the shotty. Drum gun, swap to shotty. Gonna have to wait for the cooldown. He's utilizing it really well. There we go. Just needed a little more accuracy, laying the shots. He does come in with a med kit, so storm damage is basically mitigated already.
Yeah, and that's pretty good. I mean, look at the storm. It's moving pretty slowly. They're outpacing it by a little bit, so they're okay.
He's got time to breathe. High distortion. Ooh,
this guy, man.
Have you ever watched him play?
Have you ever seen someone that's just like so good at something that you think, why is this person this amazing?
Yeah.
That's high distortion literally every time. When he sleeps, better than everyone else. Yeah. When he's awake, better than everyone else.
He actually is better than me when he's asleep. No, he really is. I think last summer skirmish I played when it was duos, he was actually asleep and did outplay me.
Oh
There's clips of it, believe me.
He's literally just asleep in his chair playing.
Why do you think he doesn't run a cam? Because he's always sleeping. That's his secret.
Oh my gosh.
That's a secret.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's true. HD, do you even sleep? Or are you like a robot?
See, he didn't respond. Robot and takes down Monster.
Means KP is somewhere around here, probably hiding. A snipe shot came up from the front right as well, and he just barely dodged it. There might be another team here, potentially. It depends on where KP is, if she's hiding down underneath, if she was close enough to Monster, or if they were kind of split. It all depends. Actually, it looks like we... Yeah, okay, so Ninja and Cloak are coming up. That means Ninja and Cloak are going to engage Valkyrie. You have both POVs, because Ninja just took out KP. Monster's teammate, who high distortion Valkyrie just got. So you have a 2v2 situation of 4 extremely good players.
I'm very excited to see how this goes down because Ninja, like you're saying, is literally behind them.
Now, I've seen HD do some crazy stuff. I need that to happen right now.
So how is this going to play out? Because so Ninja's running up from literally behind them. Now there's a secondary team here.
Oh my. A lot of push from underneath. HD is very, very high. He's got to be careful. He walls off kind of behind him in case there's a snipe, and then he does the flat platform so he can look down from above, take as many shots as he can, trying to defend Valk so that she can get herself in a good position to get an angle. Now, this looks like...
That was Ninja. He's in the blue. He's got the katanas back.
It's true. It's true. Taking shots. They got people underneath. You're right. They're in the front left from HD. He's shooting in that. I don't even... That's not Valkyrie in that box either. There's 3 teams here. Ninja, Cloak, HD, Valkyrie, and mystery team number 3, who we'll probably see here in a second. Hopefully. Punisher in the feed takes Mac out. Gets the elimination. Another elimination point for them.
Trying to put down shots, trying to like... I'm curious to see where Cloak is... Okay, so that was Pain. And
Which
that was
I believe that's Dingle Derper's teammate.
Yeah, and that was an instant elim, so it was just Pain by himself.
Dingle must have already been eliminated. That means it's a 2v2 HD. Valk are still up top, I believe, and that leaves Cloak and Ninja in the bottom. They're moving away. The heavy snipe getting dropped, swapping weapons.
Kill feed. NICKMERCS takes on
Annie Alice.
So NICKMERCS is still very much active in this game.
Controller on controller violence. You hate to see it. Cypher taking Jamok. Multiple eliminations. I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong, by the way. My apologies.
Which one?
Jamok, or is it YA? Is it did J pronounce like a Y?
Literally the most high.
I believe, maybe.
Well, look at me. I'm Dr. Lupo, and I'm bad at pronouncing names that I don't know how to pronounce.
Hysteria by himself right now. Fear itself taken down. He doesn't have any heals.
The best part is... Oh.
Whoa, it's Gubba. But look, she has a chug.
But it might not matter. The push down from above. Hysteria's got to wall up. You got to put the triangle up, too, if he has the resources, and he does. He's got a ton of metal. You got a double layer above you, especially if that player is shooting down from above. You can't just sit on one surface like that. Yeah, it's got 110 HP to start, but see, like I said, you got to layer up. Get that chug, layer a bunch on top of yourself, and then burrow back down. You know, stick your head in the ground like an ostrich and just wait. Drink the chug. You know, relax a little bit. It's all good. Ninja and Cloak rotating away, moving across that waterfall right there. Looks like they built a pretty massive wall, and Ninja says, there needs to be a window here so I can shoot somebody through it.
I wonder if that... Do you think they eliminated Valkyrie? Because they just disengaged the fight entirely.
It could have been that HD and Valk rotated away from above. Maybe they had a bounce pad or a launch pad and just exited at the appropriate time. We saw Gubba got eliminated earlier. She had the chug. Punisher, her teammate, though, still alive, 4 eliminations, too. So that They're doing very well. 4 eliminations typically from the scoreboards we've seen in the past will put you top 8, which is a substantial prize still. And since it's every single game is a new prize, you know, it's a fresh start. They're doing really well right now. They should feel really good about this. They've both been playing really well. We listened to communication between them earlier. He's going to get a supply crate here. It could have all sorts of things. It could even be a boat.
It could even be a boat, but it's only a shield. He leaves it. So would you take the one shield? It could be. It could be 2 shields. I'm surprised he didn't check because sometimes it happens. If it's 2 shields, do you take both or you take the 10 minis?
Honestly, man, I would I would be greedy. I would drink the shield regardless of how many it is to top off at 100. Yeah, for 3, I would do it, and then I would pick the minis back up.
Hey, man, we've seen literally all day players drop down to 1 HP. So that 3...
That 3 could change the game.
Literally change the game.
Could be the difference between a win and the opposite of a win.
20 players left alive, Lupo. We're moving now toward Loot Lake.
Closing in. The west side of Loot Lake's going to be safe. Right around Factory will be on the south side of the safe zone. They got 60 seconds and some change to rotate now. And Femstaff, not the first time she's been caught gargoyling. A lot of these players are, like I said, all it takes is a quarter of a second. It is really, I don't blame her for that in the slightest, because some of these people, they'll see an opportunity in a quarter second and say, now's the time to shoot. Punisher saw it. It was just barely the edge of her character's head hitbox sticking out the top, and that's all you need. Yep. You know, bolt action's gonna knock you down no matter how much HP and shield you're at, as she knows relatively well now. And
ooh, the bouncer.
Very aggressive push.
Takes that step down again.
Didn't have time to heal it all. Gets wilds as well. 2 more eliminations, puts him at 6 for the team, and however many Gubba has.
Oh yes!
And some ecstatic excitement from Gubba. They're doing really, really well. I don't think that she ever has said anything like that in her life, by the way. She is pure of heart, almost always on stream. So hats off to her. The excitement gets the best of you, man. Vivid disguised toast.
Vivid has a thermal AR right now.
I think even he was surprised at the fact that shot hit. He only did about 30 shield damage, but I couldn't even see, I don't think, that target there. I'm super close to this display in front of me right now. Did 2 more shots. Shield damage, you got 2 targets rotating over there, going right to left. They're going to keep building those ramps like a surface protection, but they have to move. The zone has them in a bad spot. Nobody's going to build out in the water, because you're asking for failure by doing that.
Yep.
See minigun shots and whoever's shooting from.
60, there's
or shooting at.
And here's the thing, right? He's literally just looking to third party. He's looking to see if I can get it down, especially from this range. That's a free point.
His third partying was rudely interrupted by rocket sounds and explosions. Startling. Also, stink bomb. Saw that. Smells terrible. Don't stand in that. It will hurt you.
So, like, what do we do here, right? 17 players left. Almost one of the final few circles.
Are you okay?
He's in a good spot because he has about 1 billion materials. I don't think he can carry 1 billion, but he was carrying about 1 billion. He just used up all his metal, but he still has 800 wood, 980 brick. He can stay up here for quite a while, and there's a big base built underneath it. Sounds like Toast just put down a trap just in case somebody tries to sneak up. They're playing safe, they're playing smart, but they have to rotate soon. 60 seconds. We don't know if they have a launch pad, a bounce pad, or even a smile. I don't think I've seen Vivid smile. Blessius gets knocked, the thermal at 123 meters, and Cruiser, his teammate, is going to have to make a choice here. Go for the elimination, go for the save. I think it's tough.
See him, yeah.
Sees him through the wood, just barely. Those little thermal, those heat signatures showing up, giving him an opportunity. He's going for thirst. Blessius going to become a point for Vivid. A statistic. You hate to see that happen, but that's part of the game.
Yep. We need the eliminations, man. Every point matters, especially right now in the final game of the day.
Uzo and Tokata moving in. Meanwhile, back over.
Another elimination.
Get ready.
Bork code going down to Vivid's shotgun, that blue pump.
You know what? I'm excited, Lupo, because he just picked up bouncers. For you guys at home, if you've been keeping up with Vivid, he's the kind of guy that takes bouncers and initiates fights. He's hyper aggressive when he has them. So we should keep an eye on him. Maybe there's moments where someone, he's far away. He's just going to say, look, I'm going in. That's what Vivid does.
I want to see it. Maybe throw a 360 in there. Spice it up a little bit, This one's for the kids at home.
Put a little paprika on it, like you said earlier.
Whatever spice you like. Cayenne? Maybe?
Cayenne.
Cruiser gets caught rotating outside. And Vivid earlier had gotten the elimination on his teammate Blessius, but it looks like Loser games, and Takata take home elimination on Cruiser. Plus the wild nade tosses there, surprisingly accurate. I didn't even see Dragonair up ahead, but looks like they did. They get the elimination, and the nade enjoying occurs. KingRichard, Ghost Team, we've seen really, really good gameplay from them. They're going to edit their way up. Just trying to push up these these really tight-knit engagements inside structures can almost be disorienting at times unless you really know where things have been placed. We saw earlier Vivid's teammate Disguised Toast had put down a couple traps in the tower that they were in, which means you never know what to expect inside any of these little boxes. You could walk into a trap and then some without realizing. Now with Chug Jug, he'll survive one now. 150 damage from Spike Trap is not enough to take out KingRichard because 200 is in fact more than 150.
Right.
I think it right. Isn't that? We're validating. The lab was much faster this time. They said it is in fact more.
That's right.
It is in fact more.
So we saw Creo eliminate someone. Not Vivid eliminated another player. And there's one other player that went down that I believe OP eliminated as well. 8 players. Look, so Lupo, what's fun? And what I'm very happy to see right now is that the storm is moving in toward Loot Lake. It's going to move onto the water.
You like that?
Dude, yeah, because it's going to mean that this action is going to be crazy.
It's going to be nothing but frustration from all these players. Nada to let his teammate up. He's flying in. Here we go. Ghost Teamo, KingRichard trying to find an LZ. You got teams fighting it out underneath. There's 7 players. Saint takes out Vivid. He's just flying and trying to not get spotted, staying above people, waiting for Ghost Teamo to establish an LZ. They can drop down in here. They have to make sure that this structure isn't connected by just one. And here we go. The shots coming in. You have multiple teams trying to engage from the same angle, and Rich's best option here is to build up, try and get on top of these players, or try and knock them down. Ghost is taking shots like crazy and gets knocked. Rich, go save your friend. He needs you.
Oh, no.
It's all good.
You hear the clingers coming through. He's got to make a move. That was a really good
not
time.
Like this. That was so
Ball
close,
damage.
Lupo.
Channeling his inner Tim the Tatman. Sneaking, prowling. Be part of the water, Rich.
I mean,
Be
you
one
could.
with the water.
If you sit in the water and you crouch, you can actually sit below floors.
Submarine strat is what we call it. Where you turn into a submarine.
200.
Right?
Just very slowly make your way where you're going.
Down periscope. See,
Down low.
time to just dig in.
Drop.
5 left.
Symfuhny and
You see
Destroy.
Symfuhny destroy. They're calling for the drop to push in right now as the zone is closing. They take a little bit of damage from that, but not enough to matter. And they're in they have an opportunity here to capitalize. They're gonna have to move across, and the zone is still over water. What a finish on this one.
OP is eliminated, so 2v1 right now.
One bullet.
There's the last.
There it is.
It's KingRichard, Lupo.
Richard pushing in the last second. That no submarine strat will save you from the accuracy of destroying Symfuhny. Well played.